الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين حمدا حامدين حمدا يوافي نعمه ويكافئ مزيدا يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي لجلال وجهك العظيم سلطانك اللهم صل على محمد وعلى آل محمد. Praise be to Allah, Lord of the universe. O Allah, we seek of you the means of your mercy, the means of your forgiveness, the protection from all mistakes, the benefit from all virtue, and the freedom from all sin. O Allah, we seek refuge in you from false testimony, or committing immorality, or provoking you. O Allah, we express our gratitude to you for allowing us to attend the launching ceremony of 5G Malaysia Showcase on this auspicious afternoon. O Allah, make this event the catalyst to bring the country to high levels of the benefit of the Ummah and nation. O Allah, Lord of the implementing authority, fill our event today with your mercy, blessing and forgiveness. O Allah, let our efforts be a means to lighten and remind ourselves that your guidance is a prerequisite for achieving happiness and excellence in various fields. O Allah, grant us faith and strength in order to face the challenges of life. Allahumma ya hayyu ya qayyum ya zal jalali wal ikram. O Allah, we ask you to bless our 5G showcase before us today. May your shower of blessing on us today bring great success and benefit to all present in this program. We seek your forgiveness and ask for your guidance for the best outcome of this event. O Allah, give us good in this world and good in the hereafter, and save us from the torment of the hellfire. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وأدخل الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيز يا غفار يا رب العالمين. صلى الله على محمد وعلى آل محمد والحمد لله رب العالمين. Thank you.
Terima kasih. Thank you very much. Encik Helmi Muhammad Fuad. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, it is now my pleasure to invite Yang Berhormat Tuan Govind Singh Dio, the Minister of Communication and Multimedia, to deliver his address. Sir, would you please?
Terima kasih, saudara pengurusi majlis. Yang berhormat Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad, Prime Minister Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tuan Haji Khalid bin Abdul Samad, Minister Federal Territories Malaysia. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Azmin Ali, Minister of Economic Affairs Malaysia. Yang berhormat Dr. Xavier Jayakumar, Lelaki Arunandam, Minister of Water, Land and Natural Resources Malaysia. Yang berhormat Tuan Edin Shazli Sid, Deputy Minister of Communications and Multimedia Malaysia. Yang berhormat Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim, Member Parlimen Port Dickson. Yang berusaha Encik Ali Ishak, Chairman the Malaysian Communications and Multimedia Commission, MCMC. Yang berbahagia Bin Hasim, President Putrajaya Corporation, Your Excellencies, High Commissioners and Ambassadors to Malaysia, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and salam harapan. First and foremost, let me extend to all of you a very warm welcome to the Malaysian 5G launch and showcase event. It is indeed a privilege that we have with us today our guest of honor, Prime Minister of Malaysia, Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad. Tun, certainly a man with great vision. As far back as 1996, ladies and gentlemen, He recognized the need to stay ahead in this world of technology. He saw great potential in its strength and a future in which connectivity, big data, and robotics, amongst others, would be essential areas upon which the entire world would operate. He therefore pitched Malaysia as a model of a modern digital nation with the best possible environment or ecosystem to harness the full potential of the Industrial Revolution. This vision, which was translated into the Multimedia Super Corridor, or the MSC as it's known, continues to be a source of pride for all of us Malaysians. It was more than a technological promise. It was a promise that sparked a sense of hope for a better tomorrow for all of us. A promise to progress humanity. Today's 5G launch and showcase is a continuation of that MSC journey which began some 23 years ago. And of course, a huge manifestation of its success. It is a journey that we embrace together as a country, confident and hopeful that we will together, through technology and innovation, build a better Malaysia, a country in which everyone will collectively benefit and prosper. Moving ahead, in the spirit of innovation forged from the early days of the MSC, we are now amongst the first countries in Asia and the world to roll out the next generation connectivity infrastructure, fifth generation technology, or better known, ladies and gentlemen, as 5G. Before we talk about the future, let us first take a step back and look at what has happened in the communications and multimedia space here in Malaysia over the last year. When I was first appointed Minister of Communications and Multimedia, I recognized the need for us to step up efforts to strengthen infrastructure in order to ensure that Malaysia is able to keep ahead and to connect its people, businesses, and industries to the global world. Yes, that meant that it was time for new policies and a new direction, and of course, a more robust and aggressive approach to their implementation so as to ensure that we are able to realize their benefits and feel their impact as quickly as possible. In June 2018, we adopted a new approach to broadband and connectivity. We pinned greater importance and significance to access to the internet, acknowledging that it is a necessity for each and everyone, not just a right for the privileged few, not just for those who live in urban areas. In short, access, ladies and gentlemen, insofar as we are concerned, access to the internet is key, and access to the internet for everyone is just as crucial. Steps needed to be taken to ensure that people would then be able to empower themselves and fully benefit from what the internet had to offer them, be it in improving their livelihood, enhancing their businesses, or simply just taking advantage of the huge source of information the internet has to offer so as to keep them abreast of global developments. From July to December 2018, the government took steps to improve the quality of broadband, to increase speeds, and to reduce, wherever possible, pricing of fixed broadband. The impact of this initiative, which involved some 1.2 million people, was a reduction in prices of broadband, or fixed broadband, between 35 to 55%, and a significant increase of internet speeds, in some instances by almost 10 times. Previously, entry-level 10 megabit per second packages would have cost us Ringgit Malaysia 129, while under the new policy, an entry-level 30 megabits per second package costs merely 79 ringgit. This new policy translates to a yearly reduction in the cost of living by almost 600 ringgit, while increasing the speed by at least 3 times for entry-level packages. It also puts Malaysia ahead in terms of investment choice, as connectivity is now much sought after when decisions are made as to whether or not businesses should expand into any particular country. Whilst we have pushed ahead with efforts to provide quality broadband, there is still lots to do. Many areas are yet to be connected, and some services which are provided still need to be upgraded. We are working hard to solve these problems, and we are confident that we will be able to in good time. Ladies and gentlemen, being a country which is in somewhat a hurry, we did not stop there. In October 2018, we rolled out the National Fiberization and Connectivity Plan, or better known as the NFCP, to replace the previous NFP, or National Fiberization Plan, which we felt did not adequately address the connectivity problems in Malaysia. The technology agnostic NFCP provides a clear roadmap and targets which we must achieve by the year 2023. Yes, it is an aggressive implementation plan, but we must rise to the challenge as time is of the essence. We need infrastructure to remain globally competitive, and this government aims to deliver, notwithstanding the odds that are stacked against us. To this end, we encourage new ideas to help expedite the implementation of the NFCP targets. For example, in January 2019, this year, we supported an initiative by Tenaga Nasional Berhad, which has an existing fiber network, in a pilot project in the Felda settlement of Jasin, Melaka. Through this project, we managed to connect around 1,100 homes in the Felda area. They now have access to high-speed internet of speeds of 100 megabits per second. The post office in Jasin, which caters for e-commerce activities, now has speeds which reach almost 1 gigabyte per second. Malaysia's adoption of the 5G technology forms part of the NFCP that aims to provide robust, affordable, and high-quality digital connectivity, and to ensure wider coverage of services, faster broadband speeds, and more consumer choice. As we go through this transformational journey, we must put the needs and interests of the people at the center of what it is we do. And that must be the focus of our mission in looking in our way forward. At the core of the NFCP is, of course, to allow all Malaysians, government, businesses, and communities to successfully participate and leverage fully on all those opportunities accorded by the digital economy. Our daily life in the future will be made more convenient and more efficient, enhanced and enabled by 5G connectivity. We are talking of farmers being able to detect soil moisture and acidity in real time, which maximizes their yield and efficiency. And also, fishermen being able to maximize their yield by precision techniques. We are looking at the police or firefighters substantially reducing risks to their lives, while still being able to provide quick and precise responses to robotics empowered by 5G. These, ladies and gentlemen, are just a few examples of what will be possible in the future with 5G. 5G will most certainly amplify our capacity to participate in the fourth industrial revolution. It will enable our industries to fully exploit the power of artificial intelligence, robotics, big data, virtual reality, and software engineering. It will bring innovation which will substantially impact on almost every sector, including education, transportation, agriculture, healthcare, manufacturing, entertainment, and also public safety. As some of you already know, Cyberjaya and Putrajaya are the places where telcos and other industry players are exploring the capability of the 5G technology. These tests are crucial for us to determine how best to utilize this new technological development in the future. The test environment that had started earlier this month will continue for some 6 months. Ladies and gentlemen, the government cannot succeed in building this nation alone. It requires the collective participation of everyone. That is why today's showcase is a collective effort by both the public and the private sector partners, led by the Malaysian Communication and Multimedia Commission. I would like to express my sincere appreciation to A+G, Celcom, DG, Ericsson, Huawei, Mari, Maxis, Nokia, Telecom Malaysia, U-Mobile, University Technology Mara, and ZTE for bringing to us the real-world application of 5G technology. I encourage all of you, to visit the showcase area, to experience the future, and to be inspired by the possibilities. I would also like to thank all 108 members of the 5G task force, which consists of industry, government, and academia, who have been working on this initiative since November last year. This task force will collectively define Malaysia's 5G policy at the end of this testing and alignment process. The MSC placed Malaysia on the world map, secure in our strengths, proud of our history, and confident in our future. Let us use this opportunity, ladies and gentlemen, to continue the journey we started some 23 years ago. Let 5G be another significant milestone for a greater Malaysia. Let us together continue to progress humanity. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you.
Thank you very much, Yang Berhormat Tuan Gobind Singh Deo.
Malaysia has achieved many milestones. We laid the foundation envisioning a developed nation. Today, a new dawn is upon us. 5G. It is beyond technology. It's a giant leap for humanity. Bringing people closer, bridging places and spaces. How does 5G bring Malaysians progress? Think of high-speed connections, previously unimaginable. We will be able to create more memories with our loved ones, near and far. From being entertained at home, to doing business on the move. Even in big crowds, you can still share crystal clear moments on a strong, stable connection. With great speed comes great reliability. 5G transmits data with very low latency, keeping everyone in sync. Doctors can perform complex surgeries off-site using robots with minimal lag. For students and teachers, classrooms become discovery centers, where everyone can play their part. At home, you are transported to any place you wish for an immersive learning experience. Opportunities for connections abound, no matter where you live. Fishermen can view real-time sea conditions to maximize their catch efficiently. Less time at sea, more time to bond with the family. On the streets, self-driving cars are attuned to the surroundings, including other road users, preventing accidents within a split second. We will welcome a new industrial revolution where everything moves in unity, reaping a plentiful harvest as farmers adopt intelligent farming methods. Precious lives can be saved when first responders can see beyond walls and smoke. In short, there is no challenge too big, no vision too far. Any dream can be achieved. 5G in Malaysia, progressing humanity.
Ladies and gentlemen, 5G means more than just faster data speeds and greater network capacity. It's about connecting millions of devices, building new services, and supporting a broader adoption of applications that can impact the way businesses and governments operate, as well as consumers' day-to-day activities. And 5G is also about helping humans connect with each other. For humans to embrace humanity through the fast power of technology. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. In 1996, a visionary leader inspired the people of Malaysia to embrace technology, to propel the nation forward by creating MSC Malaysia. Today, in 2019, we are fortunate to have this leader with us to guide us in our journey forward.
We are talking about changing the way we live and work within the MSC.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to now invite Yang Amat Berhormat Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad, the Prime Minister of Malaysia, to deliver his address. Dipersilakan Yang Amat Berhormat.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum dan salam sejahtera. Yang berhormat Tuan Gobind Singh Dio, Minister of Communication and Multimedia, Cabinet Ministers, Encik Ishaq, Chairman Malaysia Communication and Multimedia Commission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is an honor to be here today for the 5G Malaysia Showcase 2019 event, in which in effect marks another milestone in our nation's journey into the future of communication, connectivity, and smart automation. Indeed, 5G marks an inflection point in the future of communication, taking us into a dimension which is sometime beyond our imagination. Back in 1996, when I launched the Multimedia Super Corridor to encourage the emergence and rise of the tech industry locally, it was at a point when the world was facing unprecedented change. Precipitated by the information age, borders were disappearing due to the ease of global communication, capital flow, the movements of goods and people across the globe. It was then envisaged that Malaysia should and could be an exporter of technology. In addition, the MSC was to showcase to Malaysians the technological possibilities that existed and the endless possibilities they offer. Since this inception in 1996, the MSC has generated more than 47 billion ringgit in revenue for more than 3,000 companies and created more than 160,000 jobs, and the opportunities for growth remains very much due to the ever-expanding boundaries of the digital economy. When the MC was introduced, the internet was still nascent. Today, we are facing yet another unprecedented change, triggered by the fourth industrial revolution. The borderless world is now beginning to shape itself into the age of boundless connectivity, where machines can communicate without human intervention through the Internet of Things that are capable to make automation more intelligent. Subsequently, driving near endless array of services and applications. The fourth industrial revolution melds advances in the digital, physical, and biological spheres and brings with it breakthroughs in artificial intelligence, robotics, big data, virtual reality, and software engineering. One of the key elements to enable and usher this new age is an advanced mobile wireless technology. By and large, the earlier generations of mobile connectivity enable people-to-people communication with some capabilities for different scenarios. 5G, on the other hand, offers much more than just speed. It promises a world where not only are connected, but all things are connected. From cars on the roads to robotic devices and doctors able to perform surgeries from the other side of the world, to a fleet of drones that can fly over a field of crops using sensors on the ground to sort, pick, feed, and water individual plants automatically. These are among the wonders and benefits of the 5G connectivity, which can unlock, and it requires massive increase in the level of connectivity. But the change from 4G to 5G doesn't just appear overnight. It requires significant efforts in research and development, industry collaborations, and the resources necessary to support the effort. I'm glad to state that the government will embark on the National Fiberization and Connectivity Plan, NFCP, to ensure readiness and timely deployment of 5G technology. 5G will impact every industry that are vital to the growth of the country's economy. Industries like manufacturing, that has contributed 22% to the GDP in the last 5 years, remains integral to the national economy. Through smart manufacturing or massive machine and type communication, the government hopes that it can attract high value and added, high technology and knowledge intensive investments in areas such as aerospace, chemicals and chemical products, machinery and equipment, medical devices, and electrical and electronics. But about 98.5% of Malaysian SMEs are in the manufacturing sector. Thus, it is the manufacturing sector that allows Malaysia to consistently demonstrate dynamism and resilience to grow while attracting foreign direct investments. To that end, we have introduced Industry Forward for the manufacturing sector that will touch on funding, infrastructure, regulations, talent, and access to technology to enable manufacturers to integrate Industry 4.0 technologies such as artificial intelligence and big data into their operation. The aim is for the country to be in the top 30 of the Global Innovation Index ranks by the year 2025. Having said that, economic growth would hardly make sense if it does not support inclusivity across all segments of society. Over the past 50 years, we have seen tremendous global economic growth. The world economy is growing sixfold, and the average per capita income has almost tripled. Much progress has been made that leads to the improvement of living standards across the globe. However, global inequality is now at its highest level. Recent studies show that the richest 1% in the world have half of the world's wealth. In Malaysia, studies from the Khazanah Research Institute show that Malaysia's income gap has doubled in 2 decades. These gaps in inequality, if left unchecked, will affect economic and social growth in the long run. Inequality can threaten sustainable growth if it leads to underprivileged health problems, poor productivity, as well as low education levels. In line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goal of reducing inequality, the government is committed to reducing the income gap between segments of the Malaysian population, but it cannot do this alone. Via government aid and social services, it is on this note that I believe that technology can ensure businesses becoming more effective, which in turn could yield an increase in productivity and output as well as wages for the workers. 5G can also guarantee that quality education is spread far and wide across the country, connecting the unconnected in the rural areas. Teaching can move beyond the confines of the classroom, while students can learn and interact in different ways than we do presently. With the fourth industrial revolution already upon us, it has become more crucial than ever to develop essential skills among young Malaysians, which requires not only data-driven skills but also mental agility, particularly when disruption has become the norm in our everyday life. Education and the understanding of technology among the students cannot wait. It has to be emphasized now and promoted now. History has shown that nations which respond quickly to disruption with systematic and coherent strategies for its citizenry had always been able to ride the wave of radical changes. The march of technological progress is not only relentless, but it is also faster than what we can imagine, making it crucial for business leaders to review their business processes, strategies, and goals to stay ahead of the curve. The potential for growth is limitless, but it all boils down to knowledge on application. Businesses need to arm themselves with new knowledge and take the risk to apply technology not just to increase output and productivity, but also create new products and services, new methods and processes. Today's age demands for a new level of thinking, and in many cases, novel and innovative approaches to business. The ability to keep to, the ability to keep abreast and in tandem with technological progress will have a bearing on economic success. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to entreat business leaders to quickly embrace Industry 4.0 and complement their plans with comprehensive augmentation strategies. To remain dynamic and competitive in the age of machines, they must invest in their human capital. There is both a moral and an economic imperative to do so. Without proactive approaches, businesses and workers may lose out on the economic potential of the digital age. The businesses are our main stakeholders, and we need to continue improving the environment for the businesses to prosper. This is where the government aims to create an environment conducive to growth, from ensuring ubiquitous connectivity through the National Fiberization and Connectivity Plan to forming the National 5G Task Force. By November 2018, to identify the potential uses for 5G, discuss impediments in adopting this new technology, and provide ideas and solutions for 5G implementation in the country. I am confident that if we make the necessary preparations to usher this transformational technology, Malaysia should be able to leverage 5G within the next 3 years, enabling the country to punch above its own weight and catapulting the national economy towards strong and sustainable growth. We have come a long way, and yet there's still a distance to go. What we are doing today is the cornerstone of Malaysia's march into the new age and a vital foundation for us to remain relevant and competitive. On that note, it is indeed my pleasure to launch 5G Malaysia Showcase 2019 today. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Yang Amat Berhormat. We invite Yang Amat Berhormat to kindly remain on stage. We now invite Yang Berhormat Tuan Gobind Singh Dio, Yang Berhormat Tuan Haji Khalid Abdul Samad, Encik Al-Isha Al-Ishaq, and Yang Berbahagia Dato' Dr. Aminuddin Hasim to join the Honourable Prime Minister on stage.
Atuk, ni bukan Atuk ke yang dalam gambar ni?
Ya, itu gambar Atuk lah.
Macam mana Atuk boleh ada kat sini?
Dah, Atuk datang kerja di sini. Ini pejabat Atuk. Anak, nama apa?
Nama saya Aisyah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sure you remember this heartwarming video of Yang Amat Berhormat and Adik Aisha that went viral before GE14. And now we have a special surprise for Yang Amat Berhormat.
Wow, so many people. Hi Atuk. Long time no see. Thank you for coming to today's 5G event. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. It's good to see you again, Aisha. Apa khabar?
Baik, Atuk. Atuk, when you were my age, what G were you on?
0G.
Atuk, from your Vision 2020 and inspiration of MSC, now we have 5G. What's next, Atuk?
Teleporting humans.
Atuk, can I come and visit you?
Of course, I am free now.
See you soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the cyber world to the real world with the power of 5G, from virtual reality to reality, please welcome Ade Aisha. Terima kasih Adik Aisha. Ladies and gentlemen, please give this lovely little girl a big round of applause. Thank you very much, Adik. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we now like to invite the Chief Ministers of Penang and Malacca, the Ministers and Yang Berhormat dan Sri Anwar Ibrahim to the stage. We also invite the representatives of our 12 partner organizations to the stage for a group photograph. They are A till Z, Celcom, DG, Ericsson, Huawei, Murray, Maxis, Nokia, TM, U-Mobile, UTM, and ZTE. With everyone in place, big smiles for the cameraman right in front. Can get everybody now to look to the cameraman to your left. We look at the cameraman to your left. And now to the cameraman on your right. And now thumbs up from everyone, please. Yes, thumbs up. And now 5 fingers, please, for 5G. And everybody else, put your 10 fingers together for a round of applause. Thank you so much. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we now invite Yang Berhormat Tun Dr Mahathir Mohamad, accompanied by the VIP entourage, to visit the 5G showcase. We invite guests with VIP or maroon lanyards only to join the VIP entourage. All other guests kindly remain where you are. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, please remain where you are until further announcements.